Thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Scott Beadle. A new water park that includes extreme slides and a large wave pool that's in the planning stages for construction is recommended for approval by the St. George Planning Commission. Splash City Adventure Water Park is planned to be built in the Middleton area of St. George, just west of Interstate 15, Exit 10. The park is themed after tropical island destinations. Features include water slides, a 900-foot lazy river, a surfing-capable wave pool, and play areas. The developer is also seeking permit to construction a 22,000 square foot family entertainment center to be opened year-round on the property. If approved, water for the park's features will be supplied from the city's culinary or drinking water system and would also employ a method of water recycling. An SUV crashed through a garden wall and landed in the middle of an outdoor patio dining area of the Pizza Factory early Friday morning. Shortly after 8 a.m., officers and emergency personnel were dispatched to a single vehicle crash in front of the restaurant on the corner of Main Street and St. George Boulevard. Upon arrival, officers found an SUV in the middle of the outdoor patio of the restaurant with the driver waiting outside the vehicle. The SUV crashed through the 2-foot wall that surrounds the perimeter of the patio, came to rest on top of a pile of debris. The driver's husband arrived shortly thereafter. It says his wife is okay after the crash. A St. George man is hospitalized after driving his truck off the road Thursday evening. Reporter Joseph Witham has the details.
A man who drove off the road near 1100 East on Riverside Drive told police he blacked out at the time of the incident. The driver had no obvious injuries, but medical responders brought him to Dixie Regional Medical Center as a precaution. The white Ford pickup truck he was driving landed in a nearby landscaping feature and appeared stuck between rocks and dirt and was towed away. For more information, see our report at stgeorgenews.com.
The state of Nevada moved to reduce supply issues at recreational marijuana stores, which have faced overwhelming demand for newly legal pot. Regulators approved emergency rules that would speed up licensing for distributors, a sticking point that launched a legal battle and threatened the flow of supplies after dozens of retailers began selling on July 1st. Nevada's law is unique among legal pot states, dictating that only alcohol wholesalers can transport the drug from growers to the storefronts for the next 18 months. But the state rewrote the rules Thursday to make it clear that it is legal under certain circumstances to license some retailers to transport pot from growers to storefronts. Governor Brian Sandoval endorsed the proposal last week. Police are searching for 2 people wanted in the robbery of a check cashing service located at 642 South Main Street in Cedar City Thursday afternoon. Authorities confirmed the suspects are described as a black male and black female who were both wearing trucker hats. Detectives have been in contact with officials from Advance America and received information that these same suspects were involved in 4 robberies at other Advance America stores in the Las Vegas area. Authorities confirmed that the suspects used a weapon during that robbery. The suspects left the downtown area driving a silver sedan heading south. Officials say the public should not approach the couple if they are seen, but should call 911 immediately. Senate Republicans are heading home with a new version of the health care bill to review, and the race is on to drum up enough votes to pass it. Today, the president and vice president are weighing in on the health care saga. Emily Rao is following it all from Washington.
Vice President Mike Pence addressed a gathering of governors from across the country Friday afternoon, selling the Senate's revised version of the health care bill.
The Senate health care bill gives states the freedom to redesign your health insurance markets, reform Medicaid, and bring better coverage, better care, and better outcomes to the most vulnerable in your states.
Medicaid remains a major sticking point in this bill, with deep cuts to the program initially projected to be nearly $800 billion still intact, a big problem for holdouts.
We're still working on ways to ensure that folks who are currently getting coverage under expanded Medicaid have options that are, accessible and affordable.
The revised version, an attempt to win over moderates. It keeps some Obamacare taxes on the wealthy, puts aside $70 billion that could help some Americans cover high premiums, and gives $45 billion to help fight the opioid epidemic. And for conservatives not happy with the last bill, the new one allows insurers to offer inexpensive plans that don't cover essential health benefits like mental health treatment, maternity care, and ambulance services. President Trump making it clear in his weekly address he's ready to sign on the dotted line.
I am pleased to report that we are very, very close to ending this health care nightmare.
Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes if they want the bill to pass. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast right after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, smarter internet.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to you. Still seeing very hot and dry weather out there once again this afternoon. That high temperature here in St. George reached 106 degrees. That's about 4 degrees above that normal 102. Record high for the date, 112 degrees back in 1972, and overnight lows were in the mid-70s as we woke up early this morning. I haven't seen a few showers and thunderstorms around the area again like we've been seeing last couple of days, but today's most of the activity has been pushed further to our east. Did see a little bit of activity around Cedar City and further up into northern parts of Utah as well. But here in St. George, and as you go to point south and west, not much in the way of rainfall today. And looks like we're going to take the rain out of the forecast here as we get into the weekend. But early next week could bring some signs of some showers and thunderstorms back to the forecast by about Monday or possibly Tuesday of next week. Here's your highs from today. 94 degrees, the high in Cedar City, 106. The high temperature Hurricane, 109 down in Las Vegas, 106 degrees in Mesquite. And we saw a high of 106 degrees here once again in St. George. So for tonight, 58 degrees in Cedar City, mainly clear skies, mid-70s once again through much of St. George, Mesquite, and Hurricane. So southern Utah seeing those mid-70s with those clear skies. And as you wake up for your Saturday and get going around Cedar City, should see highs get back into the mid-90s once again, partly to mostly sunny skies, about 96. As our high temperature northeast winds up to 10 miles per hour. But we're looking at a little bit warmer here in St. George on Saturday. 108 the high temperature forecasted anyway by the time we get to the afternoon hours. But again, still seeing mostly sunny skies expected. Those northwest winds may pick up a little bit in the afternoon by about 10 miles per hour across southern Utah. What else can we expect to see? Yeah, hot, dry weather continues here. As we get to your Sunday, though, the clouds will increase a little bit. May bring an isolated shower in late Sunday, but I really think the better chance of some storms or at least some showers come in early next week. And with that, still looking like temperatures may drop back into the double digits early next week. Could be looking at upper 90s once again around southern Utah. But here's what it looks like on our Saturday, just high pressure controlling our weather. That means pushing the rain showers down to our south or off to our east. We're just going to continue with the hot, dry weather through much of the day on Saturday. But as the high pressure pushes off to the east, though, we may get a little bit of moisture back in here on Sunday and then especially next week with more chances of some isolated showers or thunderstorms. Here's a look at your forecasted highs for your Saturday. 96 degrees the high in Cedar City. Partly sunny skies, pretty warm. North winds about 10 miles per hour. Around St. George then 108 for your Saturday. Again, partly sunny skies, pretty warm. And here's your 7-day forecast as we get into Cedar City. Yeah, early next week could be looking at temperatures in the mid-80s. You may even drop into the low 80s by the time we get to Wednesday of next week with more chance to rain around some of that monsoonal moisture coming back early next week in Cedar City. And St. George, again, may see an isolated shower or thunderstorm Sunday. And then next week, dropping back into the upper 90s. Yeah, those double digits coming back, again, with that chance for some more scattered showers and thunderstorms next week as well. 97 the high by Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's a little bit of sign, at least a little break from some of the extreme heat we've been seeing next week with that chance of some rain back in our forecast early next week as well.
Well, and you know, dropping down at least into the 90s after being almost 110.
And it's been we've been in a stretch of that 110 or at least 100 degree weather here for a long period of time. So it'd be nice to get back into double digits for a couple days anyway.
It'll help.
That's right.
Thanks, Chris. Still ahead, these dogs and cats might have a good way to cool off. All right, how about this for cooling off? Meet Gracie, the surfing dog who's ready to ride her wave. Yeah, Gracie executes the perfect ride right on through to the finish line. Well, not to be outdone, Coppertone rides the wave with a fellow surfer, Ricky the rescue cat. Cat doesn't look like maybe quite as interested here. But they're all outdone by Macho, who is going to do a little trick there for us, popping the balloons on the way. These pets are in Oakland, California to promote the Lucy Pet Foundation, whose goal is to have spay and neuter and adoption mobile clinics in every major city in the country.
Yeah, the cat wasn't liking, I don't think, the water.
Not so much. Thanks for watching.
We hope you have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday.